Canton Aluminum presents Better Homes and Outdoor Living radio show. Your local home improvement specialist will offer tips, tricks, and trends to help you update, renovate, and renew your home. Canton Aluminum, doing home improvements for you since 1952. Do you have a question you'd like us to answer on the air? If so, you can call, click, or visit. Call us at 330-456-0021. Click on our website at cantonaluminum.com. Visit our beautiful showroom at 1330 East Tuscarora Street in downtown Canton, or our display in the Hartville Marketplace. And you can always email us at questions@cantonaluminum.com. This is Karen Vraybeck, and I am the host of the Canton Aluminum Better Homes and Outdoor Living radio show. Joining me today is Marty Ortman. Marty and his brother Jerry are the owners of Canton Aluminum. Welcome, Marty.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about how Canton Aluminum got started.
Well, our company started in 1952. My uncle started a business, and back in the 50s, aluminum was your choice product. So what we did is we used to manufacture awnings, patio covers, storm windows, and storm doors, all out of aluminum, and we did a lot of aluminum siding back then.
And how has the industry changed?
Well, you know what? Everything has really gone to vinyl. Now you see more vinyl storm windows, more vinyl storm doors, more vinyl insulated replacement windows, vinyl siding, vinyl shakes. Vinyl is your real choice of material. And when we are doing patio rooms now, we see a lot of it in the vinyl also.
And what are the benefits of vinyl?
Well, aluminum dense, and vinyl is more warm to the touch, a lot more different colors, more appealing to the eye, a lot more different choices.
You mentioned that one of your main businesses is windows, and many homeowners may be thinking about replacing their windows. Marty, what are some of the reasons why homeowners consider new windows?
Well, a lot of times what they do is usually energy is one of the big issues. And they also do it because of looks or beauty, and also different colors or changing openings.
And so tell me a little bit about energy.
Well, heating and cooling accounts for around 45% in a home. And windows and doors can account for 10 to 25% of a homeowner's heating and cooling bill. Just think about it. You take appliances and lighting, that might be maybe 34%. And then water heating, that might be 13%. The refrigerator, 8%. Electric air conditioners might be 11%. Space heating, 34%. It all adds up. And, to the typical U.S. family, they spend more than $2,100 a year on home utility bills. Unfortunately, a large portion of that energy is wasted.
And you'll find that in your windows.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of gaps and openings. You can lose it right out the windows, right out the frames.
What are some other ways that air might escape from your home?
Well, the electric outlets. You got a lot of electric outlets in a home. You should insulate behind it. That can amount to maybe 2%. You have floors, walls, and ceilings. That could be 31%. Fireplaces, 14%. Fans and vents, 4%. Doors, 11%. Windows, 10%. And you have plumbing penetrations.
So together, windows and doors are about the second leading cause of the infiltration of air in your home.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? And I always say it all adds up. You got cracks around this window or cracks around that window. Or you go to the other window in the house. Maybe not all of them, but those little cracks. Well, you know what? The average home, most homes have enough leaks around windows and doors to equal a wide open 3 by 3 foot window.
Wow.
That's amazing. And that's a lot of heat loss.
Wow, 3 by 3. I never imagined that.
Well, a lot of people don't. But you have to do something to make the home energy efficient.
And windows are one of the main ways to be able to make your home more efficient.
Yes, right around windows and doors will make a tremendous difference. Yeah, absolutely.
And tell me a little bit about how a window might make a home more energy efficient.
Well, what we would do is when we replace windows, we insulate in around all the openings. We also, on the outside, we will trim the outside so the window's maintenance free. and we will use different glass packages to make a house more energy efficient. We use the low E, the argon. You can go to a double or a triple pane. You can go to foam-filled frames, and it'll definitely increase your savings.
Tell me a little bit more about the foam-filled frames. What does that mean?
What we do is we put a filling in the frames, and it increases the energy savings. It improves condensation resistance, and it increases basically the home value. When I asked you, Karen, what do you think the most energy efficient door in a home would be? What would you say?
Most energy efficient door. I'm thinking maybe my front door, my storm door, maybe?
Well, it's your refrigerator because it has energy foam that is placed along the edges to keep the cold in and the warmth out.
And is that the same type of foam that are in your windows?
Yes, that is. It's an environmental green polyurethane foam.
And you talked a little bit about UV factors. That's kind of confusing to some folks. Tell me a little bit about what that means, UV. When you explain UV to folks, do you bring something to be able to show folks?
Oh, I have a heat lamp. Yes, we have a heat lamp that we would bring in, and what we want to do is that serves as the sun. And what it'll do is we'll turn the lamp on, and then we'll bring maybe a single pane glass or a double pane glass with no low E and argon. And then after, we'll put the insulated windows with the low E and the argon, and you will not feel that heat coming through. And it makes a world of difference.
Now, if I have a western exposure home and I'm getting that sun like glaring in my window, that's where I'm going to feel the difference.
Oh, you will feel a tremendous savings. You will not feel that heat coming in. And I'll tell you what, when we change people's windows, that's probably one of the biggest compliments we get is, they're at the dining room table or they're at the dinner table and they're able to eat now. And, that sun, the sun, it doesn't bother them anymore. Where it makes it totally uncomfortable before, they can enjoy it now. And it really makes a world of difference.
You talked a little bit about maintenance might be another reason that homeowners would consider changing their windows.
Well, you know what? As we all get older, nobody likes the maintenance. You don't want to bring a ladder out there, get up on a ladder. You don't want to bring paint out there and paint something. So you know what? When we replace your windows on the outside, we make it virtually maintenance-free. We form a piece of aluminum. We have in smooth or PVC. We can get it in different colors. And what we do is we wrap it around the windows on the outside and form it. And it makes it totally maintenance-free. And that's what the people really like.
Yeah, I don't want to paint my windows anymore, that's for sure. You said the biggest reason is probably looks. And I know there's so many different styles of windows available. What is available to a homeowner?
Well, the most popular window in a home is your double hungs. And that is the window that goes up and down and tilts in for easy cleaning. And you can get, let's say you have a picture window opening and it might be, let's just use this, 7 foot. Well, you can't get a 7-foot double hung in, so you'd have to put 2 double hungs, and we call that maul together because we can put them together and we put a little vertical piece and it mauls the windows together. So we can cover openings that way if you want to go double hung. And if you want to go with a picture window and you want it to ventilate, because some people tell me, hey, Marty, it gets hot in here. I got to ventilate this room. What can I do? Well, we would go to a triple casement, which is a picture window in the center, and then the ends, I can get it, maybe the picture window will be 50%, and I can get the ends 25 and 25, and they'll ventilate with a full screen. So people can ventilate that. Now, if you don't want a big picture window, I can equal it up and go third, and we can get them all to ventilate for you, or just the 2 ends, whatever you'd like. We can also do a 3-light slider, and I can get that in a quarter, half quarter.
And what does that mean, quarter, half quarter?
That's where you have a picture window that's a half, 50%.
Okay.
And then you can use 25% on one side and 25% on the other, and you'll get the full screen in a 25% area.
Okay.
And you'll be able to ventilate that out. And then you have casement windows, which are roll-out windows. I say picture windows that open.
Okay.
Just makes it easy.
Sure.
And then you have an awning window that opens from the bottom. Okay. So if you have a window, let's say in the bathroom, that's a smaller window, and you just want it, you can have it open out.
And ventilate out.
Yes.
What about, I see sometimes there's fancy picture windows with the kind of this curved window at the top.
Yes, I call them specialty windows because you can go with a half moon, you can go with a transom, you have spikes, we call them geos, whatever. There's different designs on the windows. Yes, we do that, and you'll see a lot of them on the modern homes, and we can copy that, or if we have to replace that, we can. So yes, that's a big part of our business also.
You mentioned bays, bows, gardens. I honestly don't know the difference between those three types of windows.
Well, I'm glad you asked. A bay window is 45 at the corner with a picture window in the center. And a bow window is like a half moon. Goes all the way across like a half circle, I guess would be the best way. And what you can do is we can get insulated seat boards. And, when we're hanging it, we can get handles at the top. So we hang them and into the soffit area so it doesn't sag on you.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, you'll have your insulated seats, and then we can stain that for you, or you can stain it yourself, either way. And then you'll have a place to put plants or flowers, whatever you want to do. And a bay or a bow opens up the living room area. So then you can see all around, and that would be a big change for a home to do something like that. And then if you go into the kitchen area, you can go to a garden window. And a garden window is a glass roof, and we can get the ends to ventilate for you, and you can put shelves on there. So if you wanted to put plants or flowers, whatever, you can do that.
Okay, I like that. What about patio doors? Are there different options in patio doors?
Yes, you can get colonial grids in a patio door. You can get the colonial grids, which are like little squares, or you can get a prairie grid, which is more of an outside line all the way around. You can get a single prairie, a double prairie, and then if you go into a wood grain, okay, because let's say you were looking at replacing windows and you wanted something that looked like wood, we can get you a light oak, a dark oak, a cherry, different colors on the inside to match your casings. And then if you wanted a different color on the outside, we can do that. And we can also, like I was telling you before, if you want a different trim color around the outside, we can do that too.
So that make more like an accent.
Yes, correctly.
Mm-hmm. And there are lots of colors available in your vinyl windows, correct?
Yes, you can go to basically you can give us a color swatch if you need to match a certain color, and we should be able to get that for you.
And that you mentioned the grids, and I noticed that the grids are now on the inside of the window.
That's a big, a lot of women smile on that, or men if they're cleaning the windows, because you don't have to get that little Q-tip or toothbrush out anymore, because they are between the glass, and it makes it so much easier. And you don't got them grills popping out, and you got one going on its side. It just makes it so much better.
I think I would really enjoy that if my grids were on the inside. That's kind of a pain.
Oh, yes, it is. No pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Now, when we're talking about, how do people choose their windows? Can they go to your website? Do you have some available in your showrooms? I mean, there's so many choices. How do I start this process of I'm ready to replace my windows, I'm tired of cleaning them, or I realize that my energy's going out the window? What's the first things I can do?
Well, give us a call, and we'll send somebody out. They'll ask you a couple questions, and they'll ask you maybe, why do you want to replace your windows? What's the main problem here? Do you need more viewing area? What do you want to do here? And then we'll show you some pictures. You may want to change something. That's the time you might say, I'd like to make this window a little taller. I'd like to make it a little wider. We'll show you that we can do that. And however you want to do that, we'll tell you what we recommend, and we'll be able to help you out.
Now, you were mentioning about changing windows, and that reminded me that on my back deck, I have a window, and I would love to go outside. Is that an option for me to remove a window and maybe put a door in?
I'm glad you asked. It is. And we do an awful lot of that, because you know what? No, if your house, you got a door way over there, and you say, I want to come out the dining room. Maybe someday I want to enclose the back porch. Maybe I want to go into my deck and I don't want to go all the way around. Well, this makes it so much easier. So what we can do is we can cut that window and make it a door, or we can make it a 32-inch door, a 36-inch door, or we can go to a 5-foot patio door, a 6-foot patio door. We can do an 8-foot patio, 9-foot, or 12-foot. So yes, we can open that up for you.
That would be terrific. I would love that. I'm tired of walking all the way around the house to get to the backyard, so I'm excited that you can do those kind of things.
Oh, make it so much easier for sure.
Marty, is it too late? I mean, it's November 1st. Is it too late to start thinking about replacing my windows or adding a door instead of a window?
Last year was so mild. We were able to put windows in all year round last year. So, no, it's not too late. In the wintertime, when we're putting in windows, we'll take a window out. We'll tell you to lower the thermostat a little bit. We'll put the window in, and we'll seal it up for you. And we'll take another window out, do the same process. And you know what? It makes it so much easier. No fuss or muss. And, when we leave that night and all the windows are in, you can go ahead and put the thermostat back up, and you'll be sealed there. And then tomorrow or the next day, we'll come back and we'll seal the outside for you and insulate it around all the openings also.
I read a lot of testimonials from your clients, and they tend to give a lot of praise to your installers. So tell me a little bit about the people that work for you.
My people have been with us a long time, and we do beautiful work. We get a lot of referrals, and, they got their little booties, so when they go in the house, they're not going to mess up the carpet. We have different things out there to keep the house like it was. We're really going to watch it. I just want people to know we're going to treat it like it's our home. We'll take the windows out. We'll haul them away. We'll put the new windows in, and a lot of smiles, because when we're done, the people are happy. I was a couple of homes last year and this year, and the guys they're having pizza with the homeowners because they got the windows in, and I'd come out and then they're ready to do the outside trim. The customers would sit down there and have some pizza with them. It was nice to see. I mean, and they even gave me a piece, so that was pretty good.
That's quite a compliment. So as folks are making all of these decisions, what are some places where they might be able to find inspiration or learn more about the products that you have?
Well, we have a website. You can come to our website. You can ask questions. We have materials that we could send you. You can stop down to our office. More than happy to help you any way we can. Just give us a call, and we'll come out there and work with you.
And I've seen you at some of the home and garden shows. Is that correct?
Yes, we have the BIA show, which is at the fairgrounds. We also have been at different fairs. We have the Stark County Fair, the Randolph Fair, Carrollton Fair. So you'll see us down different fairs. We also have a little display over at the Hartville Flea Market that you're welcome to go there, and it's open Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5.
I saw, too, that you might have won an award from the Parade of Homes. Do you work a lot with builders?
Yes, we do. We have a 4-track system that's pretty unique, and what it does is we do a lot of the sunrooms for some of the builders in town, and we have a system that you can get 75% ventilation from it. And that's pretty unique in our industry. I've done a couple of golf courses. Also, I've done the Quarry Golf Course in East Canton. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And also in Medina, we did Shale Creek. So it really opens up the area, and you can get tint put on there because there's a tremendous western exposure, so we had to put tint up there so that didn't barrel through. And they had a lot of winds because East Canton up in the quarry, they get a lot of winds. Mm-hmm. So they put this system up there to block the winds, and the same thing over in Medina. And now they're able to use it for weddings and different things. So it works out pretty good.
Well, that's terrific. Well, again, been a pleasure having you on the show. I think that you and your brother Jerry will be a regular, and we'll have some other folks from Canton Aluminum that will be joining us and some experts from the industry. So we really appreciate having you on the show and talking to us about windows and how we might improve our home in the ways of looks or energy or to save us on the maintenance. And so if you have any questions for us you'd like us to answer on the air, again, you can call, click, or visit. You can call us at 330-456-0021. You can click on our website at cantonaluminum.com. Visit our beautiful showroom at 1330 East Tuscarora Street in downtown Canton. Again, Marty mentioned our display in the Hartville Marketplace. And you can ask us questions at questions@cantonaluminum.com. Thank you for being on our show.
Thanks for having me.